What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that title was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Got it right here. Pretty sure it was, and I don't want to be wrong. April 2nd. That was, obviously the 1 year when Austin Metcalf was unalived in broad daylight. Just definitely, sickening. It's definitely sad, about this whole thing that's going on. Says the man's responsible is now sitting. This is Sarah Fields, by the way. Actually play a video of, not only what's going on with Karmelo Anthony, but Dominique Alexander as well from Sarah Fields. Like I've said before, there are not only Sarah Fields, but there's another individual. I can't think of the name, but y'all probably know who it is. But it's I think it's like two or three other people that's actually been following this, and I know when a lot of this starts up and things when it gets to that point again, I know a lot more is gonna come out. Says the man responsible is now sitting at home on house arrest, enjoying freedom and time with his family. He admitted to the act, saying, I'm not alleged, I did it. He spent 12 days in jail, y'all. His bond was reduced. Over $500,000 was raised. I'm going to be showing y'all that. He was allowed to graduate. He is allegedly now attending college. I did not know that. Y'all know for a fact, I try my best to let y'all know what's going on. I didn't know he was attending college. Said that somehow, this is what justice looks like. An individual that obviously spent 12 days in jail, basically admitting that he did what he did. Not only, had that, I'm pretty sure it was, the bond was high. It definitely was high, but he got it reduced. But they let him graduate. I don't know. It's definitely pretty sad. I'm telling y'all. Says this is a complete dishonor to the real victim, Austin Metcalf, and it truly is. Says Charlie Kirk said, imagine believing that, unalivers deserve condolences, not their victims. The divide in America is between anyone with a grip on reality and the clinically insane. Those who support, the unaliver are exactly that, clinically insane. And I mean, truly. I mean, when you look at a lot of these things and just seeing, what's going around, it's truly sad on just how this world is now. Honestly. Says Austin deserved better, and we are not going to let his name be forgotten. We'll be watching, we'll be speaking, we'll be demanding justice at trial. Today, we remember Austin Metcalf. We pray for his grieving family. Do not give attention to the unaliver. Do not amplify his name. Say Austin's name. A life taken, too soon. Definitely. It's definitely sad, of what this has come to. Especially in this world. I feel like this is something. And when it happened, you look at the simple fact of a right, and a wrong, and I can't stand so much of people bringing too much of race when it comes down to it. And I know a lot of people have mixed feelings, about a lot, but me personally, it's just how I feel. That's my opinion, and that's just what it is. I look at the simple fact that what Karmelo Anthony did was definitely horrible, and that's something. And I literally have people that I actually talk to and have to let them know, this is what I do. And obviously you have that opinion, but you sound ridiculous when you're literally sitting there making it just seem like Karmelo Anthony wasn't in the wrong whatsoever. And it's truly sickening. Said, you got it right here. Anthony's family raised $1.4 million online after he unalived Metcalf and moved into a new house. The thing is, when it comes down to this, that truly, bothers me is the simple fact that people base things so much of race and not looking at the simple fact of when somebody do something wrong, they doing something wrong at the end of the day. Instead of, okay, this was a white kid that was bullying a black kid, so we're going to go. Y'all got to stop doing that. First of all, know the facts. Stop basing everything on race when it comes down to it. Either way it go. you know, when it comes to anybody, when it comes to race. That's just how I am. And I'm a guy, you know, I might get a lot of hate when it comes down to it, but I don't care. I mean, it is what it is. That's just how I feel about it. It's truly sickening that people, regardless, Karmelo Anthony wasn't wrong with it. All of us. Got it right here. Judge Lord's bond for student charged with, you know, this stabbing from $1 million to $250,000. Very quickly. It's very sad. I didn't really get. I could look up the judge, because the judge actually got changed. I'm gonna be showing y'all that as well. But let me see if the judge will pop up here. I'll show y'all the judge. This is the judge right here. This is the judge who took Karmelo's Anthony bond from $1 million to $250,000. I know. Again, you gotta left this judge here. I'm gonna just say that you gotta left this judge here that did that. This is the new judge. You gotta hear that now that the indictment is in place, the case has been assigned to the 296th District Court under Judge John Roach. Roach has the authority to overturn decision to reduce Anthony's bond from $1 million to $250,000. Hasn't happened yet. Karmelo is at home. I'm pretty sure. Judge Roach, conservative Republican, handled the case of, I'm not sure what to name. I don't know the name, but a former Plano West senior high school student who plotted it was a mass shooting at a Frisco's center, other locations as well, and planned this. He plotted it, y'all following me? He plotted it. Didn't do it. Judge gave him 20 years. Seeing how this case is, and I've explained to y'all multiple times, with all the witnesses, y'all have witnesses from, I'm pretty sure, more than 6 schools, boys and girls, that not only have videos of what happened and things of that sort. Y'all know when y'all go to any high school event, even middle school, elementary at times, depending on what school it is, when they having cell phones, it can be a simple argument and kids pull out phones. So I'm sure there's a lot of footage that's out. I'm not out, but they have a lot of footage, and not only that, of having that footage, you have the kids, boys and girls from over 6 schools. Not only do you have the kids from schools, you also have coaches, and teachers that also were witnesses of this. They have all the witnesses' names in that police report as well. Y'all can go check out Sarah Fields. She has a lot of that on her. Y'all look up police report and Sarah Fields. I'm sure it'll pop up. This woman right here, they state, black woman on Karmelo Anthony, and y'all know me. I love people, to speak their mind no matter what color, they are when it comes down to it. But this lady, when it comes down to it, completely right. Check it out.
Are you happy Karmelo Anthony is home? Well, you are sick. Every last one of y'all. Yes, I'm very much aware I'm black. I'm very much aware Karmelo Anthony is black. There's something wrong with y'all. No matter what's
and I have to skip through a little bit to this music come off.
Going on. Self-defense is self-defense. But if somebody bullying you, fists do not equate to weapons. Is something wrong with everybody? You got you one. Oh, he black, he white person. Oh, we got us one. That's not how I don't give a fuck y'all think. I don't get mad at people based on the color of their skin. I look at the character of the person, okay? And at the end of the day, you don't go to a school event want to argue about what the fuck. At the end of the day, he took something and he sat through somebody's heart. Okay? If he's being bullied, why are you sitting in another person's spot that's allegedly possibly your bully? And if these people are bullying you, can't scream for help, somebody help me. These people mess with me. Nobody happens so fast that immediately straight through the heart. And y'all happy that this boy is at home? That could have been your son. That could have been your brother.
Exactly.
That could have been your cousin. Okay? Like, just because he's black, y'all defending it, using y'all brain. It's not a win to have someone out in the streets that's capable of going through somebody's heart just because they don't agree with them. From what I saw, the boy was not agreed with, and he had a problem with it. Until some evidence come out to prove that he was bullied, I'll take my opinion back. But that boy went to jail without a lick on him. He had no scratch on him. He looked exactly the same as he was. And from hearing from his mother and his father and his family, Clearly, he's been fluffed his whole life. They stood up there crying, disrespected the father that lost his son. He couldn't even stay there to listen. This man went there quietly, never said a word. And they escorted him out, saying he disrespected them for showing up to the place to see the people that raised this boy to take his son. Y'all losing y'all mind. Something is wrong with this world.
It is. It definitely is something wrong with this world, because if y'all think about it, just like, you know, this kind lady said, I don't know if her TikTok had popped up or not. Yeah, her TikTok didn't pop up, y'all, so I don't know what it is. But Kim, you know, Kim Katie USA posted this. Y'all can go check it out. But when I say that this is absolutely insane, it's absolutely insane. And I do agree, you know, what if it was your son, you know, your grandson, your nephew, you know, or niece or daughter? You know, what if it was, you know, and people just base it off of that. They know, I said this before. I guarantee, and y'all know how I know this is true, what I'm about to say, because it happens every day. Say if it was, and I'm saying this because Karmelo Anthony was the person that did it, and the color of his skin is black. If Austin Metcalf was black, would y'all still be sending money to Karmelo Anthony? Like, be real with yourself. If Austin Metcalf was black, would you still be sending money to Karmelo Anthony? Would you still be giving hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars to Karmelo Anthony and support him? Y'all know how I know y'all wouldn't? Because this shit happens every day and y'all don't do nothing. Nothing at all. Not only for the person that did it, but for the person that lost their life when it's black on black crime. So cut the shit. I'm just being 100 with y'all. Stop basing everything off of that. People need to wake up. People need to wake up and realize what's going on. I'm telling y'all. There's another post about Sarah Fields. Says only the clinically insane would allow, you know, this admitted unaliver to walk free after just 2 weeks in jail, then turn around and reward him with a graduation at Path College. And over $100 million in donations, all before he is eventually convicted and sent to prison where he belongs. They put a post out, says congratulations on being shared for a Texas high school senior who will still receive his diploma during the challenging time. Karmelo Anthony, 17-year-old student from Frisco, Texas, has reached an agreement with Frisco Independent School District to graduate from Frisco Memorial High School. He completed all academic requirements and maintained a 3.7 GPA. He received his diploma but would not attend graduation events or the final weeks of school. His family worked with the Next Generation Action Network to finalize the agreement. I will be talking about that. Not only, I'm not gonna say I will be talking. I was showing y'all a video of what Sarah Fields, you know, when it comes down to, you know, the Next Generation Action Network, you know, the things they about to be going through. Not only Karmelo Anthony. Says Anthony remains involved in an ongoing situation that has drawn public attention. He is currently at home under supervision as the matter continues to move through the legal process. His family has since relocated due to safety concerns and support groups to continue to assist him. The moment highlights both academic effort and a situation still unfolding. One thing about this is definitely sickening. This is something of least they worries they need to be worried about. I'm telling y'all, when it comes to him graduating, you still have a 17-year-old that didn't get to graduate. So this is the last thing that they should be worried about, is that. I don't care what anybody say. Get mad, I don't care. This is the video I was talking about right here. Says Sarah Fields says, I was right, checkmate Dominique Alexander. The entire Karmelo Anthony team of supporters are frauds. They're frauds, y'all. Check it out right here.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of mess around and find out. Hi, my name is Sarah Fields.
The fun fact about that, I'm not gonna lie. My daughters just got done watching that movie. I'm not gonna lie. They just got done watching that movie. And it's so weird. So weird that I didn't even notice when I put this video when I was gonna show y'all this video.
I'm an investigative journalist, and because of my investigation on Dominique Alexander, the prior advocate for the Karmelo Anthony family and his security team, he was placed under investigation by the Department of Public Safety and has just been found to be operating without a license. Remember this. Look at this guy.
Just follow the behind us.
That guy right there.
Just stay close, okay?
Oops. So some of you may remember my exclusive reporting on Dominique Alexander months ago, who argued at a press conference that Karmelo Anthony poked Austin Metcalf in the heart out of self-defense. He also called me out by name. He was that mad.
These are the type of lies.
Not lies.
She's getting millions of views
Yes, I did.
on this. Sarah,
Yes, hello.
she's even came after me.
Sure did. We did go after him because he is not only a career criminal who previously went to jail for shaking a baby. Yeah, you heard me. He also runs a fraudulent organization that is backed by other organizations backed by George Soros, and was providing a security team that he claimed was completely at the disposal of the Karmelo Anthony family. Right around the time that he was providing this security team, the Anthony's, or whoever runs their Give, Send, Go, changed the description to include security measures. Interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, received in our email this morning from the Department of Public Safety. Next Generation Action Network was found in violation of the following: operating without a license. That in itself is a Class A misdemeanor. However, one of those guys that you saw on that security team that I was pointing out, his name's Adigan Threat. He has a very colorful past of assault on a family, possession, and the unlawful carrying of a weapon. It's really funny, when I originally exposed him months ago for who he was, Next Generation Action Network took his photo down from their website. Weird. So because Dominique's security was armed, they can actually be charged with a felony.
Over with. Not only is Karmelo Anthony in trouble, you have this Next Generation Action Network that's in a lot of trouble of what's going on, what they did as well. Going on, what Dominique Alexander has done over the years is a lot. It's a huge rap sheet with stealing a car, probation violations, theft, evading arrest, felony theft of property, $2,500 to $30,000 in 2016, felony injury to a child, forging a check. So you have a huge rap sheet, and that wasn't even all of it. But definitely not only Karmelo Anthony, but Dominique Alexander. It was more so of a money grab. He don't care about that kid. I'm just being 100. Judge Roach posted a statement on social media that was misinterpreted by many, including employees at the courthouse, who provided confusing information. There's another post by Sarah Fields. Y'all go check it out. So I have now received direct confirmation that Judge Roach is not resigning. He meant that he would finish his term in 2026, and that at that time he would be done. This was his confusion. Judge Roach will be, obviously the judge, over this, over the Austin Metcalf, case. So definitely, I know for a fact, regardless, I do, and again, I'm a child of God. I do pray for both families. At the end of the day, this is honestly, when it comes down to it, I'm going to say this. Seeing how things are going, there's one life taken. And it's definitely sad that this happened. And it's God. I mean, it's God is in control at the end of the day. I'm not going to say that it's 2 lives taken because I don't know, but me personally, I truly feel as if there will be, really, really hard consequences when it comes down to Karmelo Anthony. And that's just what it is. Just seeing the reports and seeing, all the witnesses and seeing what's going down, I don't see him winning this case. Me personally. One thing about it, you got this reminder here. Since this is the victim, Austin Metcalf, he's no longer able to speak for himself. It's up to us to remember him, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.